In this video, we're gonna check the new learning point changes that is coming on with the next update on June 30. There is a huge reimagination of the learning point system. It's a good rework or bad rework. Let's discuss it, right? Let's see. So at first, I'm gonna tell you what is the current state, and then I will say that what are the changes that are coming in the next patch. So right now, how the learning point system works is that if I want to level up any node, I have to pin the bar up to 20% of it. There's a line you can see, and I can use learning points to level it up, right? And for any node for gathering as well, if I have to level it up, I have to get it to 20%, then I can use 351 learning points and just boost it up to 100 immediately. So that's a huge like boost, and like you get the benefit instantly. So this was the old system, but I currently still, and this works for anything. So here what happened, like players do not really have to be committed to anything. They can just store up their learning points. Even I myself, in my previous videos, you can check, I was holding my learning points for learning tier 8 fiber. I learned my tier 6 ore miner first and unlocked tier 6 ore miner. Then I unlocked my tier 8 fiber. And currently you cannot use the learning point for this kind of farming things like breeding, animal breeder, or farmer, herbs, or even cooking, right? There's no learning point. You have to, for potion, you have to actually get the frame exactly as it is, and you cannot use learning points in upgrading that. Not even for the root node of any crafting of foods or potion, right? Or even for farming. But in the next change, they are changing all of it, and they will be like, as we are going to discuss, that they are gonna allow us to use learning point to level up our cooking skills, our potion crafting skills, and herbs, and farming skills, and animal breeder. Like if you want to be a horse breeder or pig breeder, I have level 36 in pig breeder, so I have done quite a lot of this, and you can just use learning point to level it up even faster. Same way for crafting, and same for gathering. So now you can just get this to 20%, hold your learning points, and see if you want to use it or not. Just chill, right? You are not really worried about it. But with the upcoming changes, it will force people to choose, to make decision early on and strategize accordingly. Okay, let's go to our test server where there it is, and we'll discuss more how it is with the new system. So here we are in test server. Let's see, like, as we are interested in the Destiny board, right? We can check this advertisement is gonna be there, so not worry about that. So this is the learning point button, activate quick learn. We can activate it, and we can see there is a visual representation. Turn it off, the board just lights up, right? It's very cool. So what you can do, like, we can activate it, can drop down, and you can see our nodes that have been activated. So if we activate fighting, right, it will activate all the fighting nodes, specialist nodes, and it's the generalist nodes. We can just activate. So you can do this from here in this board, or you can let's check for gathering. For gathering, let's say you can activate it, the node. Make sure if the whole node is activated like this one, that means our whole ore miner node is activated, like here as well, this one as well, and even not that one, tier 5, tier 6, everything. But I do not use this port too much. I just make sure everything is off because you want to level up particular one thing. So right now, let's say I'm a tier 6 pickaxe and I want to unlock tier 7 pickaxe, right? So I will activate my quick learn over here, not in this one, because I do not want to invest quick learn in upgrading this anymore. So we have to unlock the next ore miner. So I'm gonna use quick learn on this particular node right here. And likewise for, let's say, for wood gathering, I have already unlocked this one, so no point in using quick learn here. You should use it that is not unlocked yet. So I'm gonna use my quick learn here. I can use on both of those if you have too much learning points, and if not, like, make sure you have only one node activated, right, in the whole board. Okay, you can see that there is a visual representation. We'll close this one. There is a visual representation and it's very subtle and very nice. It's glowing. One node is glowing. It looks really nice. Appreciate it there. So what's the change, right? Why it is so important and such a game changing? So before, you could not use a quick learn on chef, or you could not use it on potions, like the 20% stuff. Could not use it on your farming, either this herbs or any vegetables, right? You cannot use it for breeding, but now you can. With quick learn, you can activate. Maybe you want to upgrade your rare annual breeder, you can just do it, right? And you spend learning points upgrading it, and you can see it will glow green color. This looks nice. I have to give it. Maybe you want to upgrade this one, let's say, and we close this. There is a green glow. Let's say we want to do it for pork pies or pie shop, right? There's a nice glow on it. So you can see we have a glow here, we have glows here. Like quick learn activated if you want to level them up. So I would say do not use this board too much. You can just check it here, like for overview, but don't use this board for activating or deactivating nodes. I mean, deactivate you can, but for activating nodes, if you want to activate nodes, always go to a particular node that you want. Let's say stew chef, and activate it from here. Right? It will take some time, but sure. For combat, likewise, let's say I want to level up my hand of justice. You can use quick learn, and whenever I'm gonna use hand of justice in a fight, I will get 5 times more experience, so it will level up 5 times faster. For crafting as well, let's check. Let's say this one, stopper jacket crafting. I have no specs in it right now, so maybe I want to learn. You can see it shows 5 learning points to level 1. So it's 14,000 XP I need and 5 learning points. So 5 forts and almost 3,000 XP and 5 learning points will get me level 1 of this. You can see there is a nice visual representation as well. Right, this green. It's a very subtle and very nice. For anything else, you can level up your major nodes as well, like root node, like this, like 3 learning points and 3000 XP. It will go back to around 700 XP and 700 fame, I would say, and 3 learning points, right? So why did SBI did this? The reason behind it is that a lot of pattern players, including myself in my main account or my American server account, they have ton of learning points just stacked up. Like people have tens of thousands of learning points just sitting there, and people are not using them. So this will encourage them to use their learning points, not just sit with it. Many people are saying that SBI will give new bundles with learning points, but I don't think that is the case. I don't think they will be giving learning point bundles. Maybe they will give some occasional ones, but not permanent ones, like not always, it will not be here always. Maybe some seasonal, sometimes they may give you a bundle for learning points, something like that, but I don't think that's the case. It is not in any way gonna be affect the learning points in a, like, it's not gonna be a loss or profit or anything like that. So what will happen is that people will have to be more committed to one thing. Suppose one is a gatherer, so he has to be more committed to, if he's a wood gatherer, he has to be committed to wood gathering. If he is a ore miner, he has to be committed to ore mining. Likewise for combat, if someone is a sword fighter, right, let's say for sword, where is sword? For sword, let's say someone is using carving sword, right, and he loves using carving sword, and he can activate carving sword and get it to 100, 120 as fast as possible. But other than that, I personally do not recommend using it. But if someone wants to boost it, they can unlock root nodes pretty quickly, get to level 100, so they can wear tier 8 gears, right? That's the most of it. I would say it is worth using for the root nodes, but not for the specialist at much. But as a beginner, your only focus should be leveling up your fisherman or gathering tools. Make sure you get to tier 8, unlock tier 8 of this one, higher fiber or skinner. Any tier 8 will just give you, you can see here 409 learning points for 1.17 million. This bar is 1.17 million. So that's it. I think we'll see how it affects the players, but I think it's a very in a good part of, it's a pretty good, I think, for new players, because they can just focus on one thing and just go on from there, and they just have to be really careful to not invest in some unnecessary things, right? Let's say someone levels up their tracker and they're not gonna see any profit at tier 8 tracking, and they just gonna feel like a waste, and they might want to like restart a character or something like that. But don't worry about it, you get learning points with premium every day, so you will eventually catch on, right? You'll catch up. So that's it for the video. I hope that was informative to you all, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you for watching.